The Cowboys are a 3-point underdog at home this Sunday against the Jaguars. The Dallas offense is averaging just under 17 points per game, and now they're facing a Jags team that is ranked #1 in total defense. Drama's been circling the Cowboys locker room all week after Alan Hearns called out the play calling and then took shots at the entire offense, including his QB, Dak Prescott. Said about Hearns' comments, quote, "Things have been addressed. We are great." And we are joined once again by Eric Dickerson. Edie, what do you think? Can the Cowboys score enough points against that Jaguars defense to walk away with a win?
Well, first of all, I got to say this. The ambassador's here. Skip gave me the name, so I'm embracing it.
We're not talking about that.
Well, I just had to throw it in there anyway.
Thank you.
Because I'm going to give you a little Ram knowledge. And with the Cowboy knowledge also. Can they win? Yes, they can win. But this team reminds me of a team that I saw back in 2016. That was the Los Angeles Rams. They had defense. They had no offense. They had a coach that had a real vanilla offense. They were 3-1. The Cowboys are 2-3. I kept saying when they were 3-1, the Rams were 3-1. I'm like, the implosion is going to happen. And it's the same thing with the Dallas Cowboys. They have, just like the Rams, they had a great running back in Todd Gurley. They have Zeke. They have a good, Cowboys have a good offensive line, a lot of injuries. The Rams did not have a good offensive line. The Rams had the worst receivers in the National Football League. The Cowboys probably have some of the worst receivers in the National Football League. I still like Dak Prescott. I do like him. I think the way that you beat the Jaguars is that you let your defense try to win this football. You win an ugly game. Run Zeke till he throws up. It's like, just
have him going to get out.
Just have to run him. Establish what the Cowboys' tradition has always been about, running the football. And play. The Cowboys they had great defense when they won the Super Bowl, but this defense is a good defense. I mean, down in Houston, when they didn't go for it on that fourth down, to me, that was no guts. I just got to say it. You have to go back and look at, no one wants to, and I like Jason Garrett. I like him as a coach. But after a while, you have to start looking at the coach, just like I looked at Jeff Fisher. I think all of us looked at Jeff.
What had shown you in that game they could get almost 2 yards on fourth down?
You know what? You're on the road. You have nothing to lose, really. I mean, you're on the road.
You have the game to lose.
You lost it anyway. You lost it anyway.
I know, but it's easy.
But let's go for it.
Nice 20/20 hindsight.
But the season's not over with. Let's just go for it.
Deshaun Watson had generated 2 field goals in the second half.
Even Jerry Jones questioned the call. Now, Jerry never questions his boy. I mean,
he always hindsight.
Yeah,
but as well as his defense was playing, I thought he made the right call. Pin him down at the 10-yard line. Because it was a one-play game.
Really, but I still think you go for it. You go for it. You just go for it. Why not?
No.
But anyway.
You had just tried Zeke on third down and gone nowhere. You'd lost a half yard.
What's that play you always like, that read option?
Yeah.
How about run that read option?
Listen, I tweeted that. Run the read option.
How about the read option?
It would have worked.
But do they have a chance to win? Yes. Will they win? No. They will not win.
Oh, well, everybody has a chance to win, right?
But not y'all.
Oh, okay.
Y'all don't have no chance. Yep, no chance. Zero, zilch, nada, none, nanka, nine.
Is
there anything else you want to know? Skip Bayless. This is what I like about the Jags, because they can play man coverage without sacrificing extra rushers. They can come get Dak. I think they're good enough in their front seven not to do anything exotic, because you don't have to worry about, man, they got this receiver we're going to have to pay some extra attention to. You got Boyer, you got Ramsey, you got 2 Pro Bowl corners outside, and Jags is the only defense that's allowing fewer than 200 yards passing, which is right up Dak alley, because he's throwing for less than 200 yards. As a matter of fact, he's throwing for less than 180. NFL quarterback, Skip Bayless, a guy that you said is one of the best quarterbacks, young and up and coming.
He is.
Throwing for less than 200. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
I still like Dak.
Tom Brady said the NFL is a glorified college now. That's what he said. And you know everybody threw the ball in college. Everybody look good in college. And Dak can't even get but that's not, I ain't talking about it. Hold on. Edie, I don't know if you knew this. The Cowboys have the 30th ranked scoring offense. They're only ahead of Buffalo and Arizona. And if you don't mind me, Skip, did you know this? What does Arizona and Buffalo start at the quarterback position? Rookies. They start rookies.
Please, keep talking. Keep talking. Keep digging. You're digging yourself a deeper and deeper hole. Dig.
You won't let me talk.
You're like you're shrinking underneath
Josh
the table.
Rosen and Josh Allen are nipping at the heel of Dak Prescott.
Keep going.
As bad as Eli playing, guess who got a higher QBR than Dak Prescott? Oh, Eli. As bad as he playing, he looked like some hot garbage. But he's better than your guy right now.
I am so happy right now because this is exactly what I wanted. I wanted him to pick Jacksonville, and I really wanted him to pick Jacksonville because he's got this new sneaky way of when he knows he might be in trouble, then he picks with me so that he doesn't have to come in here on Monday and get humiliated. So it happened twice. You picked the New York Football Giants. This is way back when you thought they were still pretty good to win at Dallas. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And it didn't happen because my man Dak hit Tavon early on, and it just broke the game open, and here we went. And then what happened? Detroit had just annihilated the New England Patriots, and they visited Jerry World, and you picked Detroit.
I picked Cowboys.
No, you didn't. I think you picked
the
Detroit.
Cowboys because you got upset.
No, maybe. I don't remember that. I think you like Detroit.
I want a case of do off you.
But what do you mean? I picked Dallas in that game.
I know.
Yeah,
I was going to win the case of do. You tried to give me time. You give me this and that.
So Dallas has played 3 tough road games and lost all 3 of them, obviously, but has won 2 games at home. And here comes Jacksonville. And neither one of you mentioned that I got the defense that has allowed the 5th fewest points in pro football. It's so young. It just keeps getting better and better.
I did say they had a good defense.
No, you did, but you were talking about a veteran Jeff Fisher defense. This isn't like that. These are a bunch of kids who can really play. And they got David Irving back for the first time this Sunday, and they got Malik Collins coming off injury. So all of a sudden, I got 2 more defensive tackles. I got a load of pass rushers. I can bring the heat. And is Byron Jones playing maybe the best?